What up, everyone? I'm Ravina, and I'm here with Space Goonz. So just tell me a little. Actually, why don't you go around and introduce all of you? Introduce yourselves.
I'm Shot the Beast, Cosmic Creature, the Space Goonz, Animal Control's Most Wanted, Sir Gur.
in need in need of a flea bath.
Maybe.
I'm Jazz, SEU alumni, fucking Hilltoppers up. Yeah, member of Space Goonz. testing, actually.
It's your boy, Guru Cozy Wan Kenobi, captain of the motherfucking Millennium Falcon himself.
Aye, Captain.
The man, the myth, the legend in the making. Who also made the team? Space Goonz. Thank you.
Certified.
What up? It's Blaze, aka Space Ghost Wizard, aka Mosh Pit Moses, aka the Continental Breakfast Problem.
Damn, the continental breakfast problem, bro. What's up? I'm Joshua X, Austin native. Shout out St. Ed's. Shout out all the goons. You know how it is. Newest member, 13th warrior. That's all I gotta say, brother.
What up, y'all? My name is Wit, WIT, all caps. Producer of the Space Goonz, pilot of the battleship.
We do. What's up, y'all? It's Born, Agent Zero, proud member of the Space Goonz, man. Thank y'all for having us out here.
Best to last, Star Umbra, co-captain of the Space Goonz, the Nightwalker himself.
Okay. All right. So,
My bad.
hell.
I'm tweaking.
Oh.
What's good? My name's the boy. That's all I got.
Yeah.
Cool. You can keep it. So we got a lot of members. How did you guys create a group? Like, I mean, I don't know if you like to be compared to like Brockhampton, kind of like just like a huge number of guys. How did you guys form this band?
It was picked by Guru. Everybody handpicked, but mostly it was just natural. It was like we all gravitate towards each other. We all have a common denominator. Similarity, a life path, or things we've been through. But yeah, I'm gonna hand it off to Guru right quick.
Yeah, it all started in a Dungeons and Dragons group chat, and we were basically looking for a headmaster and couldn't find one, and that's why I started it. But then we found Big Black, and he's the Team Gorgon, and no, I'm fucking off. But we all linked up in the studio and like in Underground Voices primarily, except for me and Blaze. I met that nigga at my job. That nigga was getting his mom papers. Right. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It was all just happenstance, honestly. I seen a bunch of dudes that I felt like could make a dope group, and I made a group. That's pretty much it. Just wanted to do cool shit and get paid for it eventually.
Yeah. Okay. Well, where was the first time you guys performed as a group together?
13th floor was the first time all 10. Yeah.
Okay. Is that like the most memorable show that you guys have done, or is there a better one? Yeah.
We've done South
Give
by
us one.
Southwest as official artists twice. Last year in 2024, we did South by at Shangri-La. Shout out to the College of Hip Hop Knowledge. They also put us on in 2025, where we performed as official artists at Shangri-La. To me, that was our most memorable show, probably our biggest show too.
Did you guys play at South by this year? Yeah.
That was the Shangri-La.
Nice. Okay.
One of our most memorable.
Yeah, South by this year at Shangri-La was most of our memorable. performances. That was our biggest crowd, our biggest crowd engagement too. Like the people were really locked in that night.
Watch pits.
Okay. Space Goonz. The theme for our event today is like space, which I guess is fitting. But like, how did you guys get that name, Space Goonz?
I was 17 on mushrooms in Southern California, and I was trying to come up with a rap name, and my high ass is like space, band, gangster, pirate. That's pretty much it.
Okay, so it was supposed to be a solo thing, but then you just made it.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Will you guys tell me? I don't know. It's probably different for all you guys, but some of your like musical like inspirations, like where you get like some of your inspiration of your sound from stuff like that.
Hell yeah, a lot of classical hip hop for me personally. I've always rocked with folks like Mos Def, J. Cole, Kendrick, The Roots, Farside, all the basic shit from the old school. But my newer inspirations are folks like Earth Gang, Gorillas, uh, West Side Boogie, shit, Chance the Rapper. The list goes on and on. Inspiration just comes as I hear things, and as I continue to listen to more music and grow, I'll continue to find more inspiration.
Yeah.
I got a lot, so I'm not gonna name them all. But first and foremost, I say shout out Juice WRLD, R.I.P. Legend never die. Then also like most recent like Larry June. Maybe someone you haven't heard of like Tony Snow. Kid Leroy, Post Malone. It goes on and on. So yeah.
I feel like if you took kind of all of our inspirations and said a more blanket statement, we definitely all like old school hip hop, new school hip hop. There's 13 of us. Me personally, I'm inspired by all of my friends in the group and all of our friends outside of the group, and yeah, and a lot of locals in the city as well.
And the Power Rangers soundtrack.
And the Power. I feel like you gotta answer this.
Inspirations probably the two biggest. Minus the head assery, yay, obviously. The Yeezus album is probably my biggest inspiration, but second, Weird Al, because he took shit that was already great and like made it his own, and it still worked, and it was still awesome. Yeah. So probably those two.
List, but I'll say Trav, Ye, Uzi, X, Kendrick, Wayne, Nas, Action Bronson, West Side. Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, I would say from a producer's perspective, like definitely producers like Alchemist, Madlib, Jay Dilla, um, Conductor Williams. The list goes on. But yeah, I think that's a part of where we get our sound for sure.
Yeah, I would say like as far as my inspirations, definitely like inspired by older, more lyrical school of hip hop. So Common and Nas, Mos Def, MF Doom, and a lot of the underground guys as well. So Cannibal Ox and uh, a lot of producers inspire me. So similar to like what I would say, like listening to the beats really like draw me into it. So Alchemist and LP and Dilla are huge inspirations. So
Yeah, to kind of mirror everyone, like a lot of old school, but really my formative years were like Lupe Fiasco, Talib Kweli, Mos Def, Immortal Technique, like, and then super radical stuff, right? Rage Against the Machine, you know what I'm talking about, and then poetry, just all sorts of poetry. Jill Scott Heron, you know what I'm saying? Like that was super formative for me as well. So I just try to blend all of that.
I have a very wide variety of music tastes, including opera and old classical music, piano, Beethoven, Bach. But as far as hip hop goes, like lyrically, Eminem was my shit growing up.
so my writing is intense. But J. Cole, Kendrick, Twisted with the Chopping, Tech Nine, Earth Gang, obviously, Wu Tang. We all love Wu Tang. We ain't gonna sit here and act like we don't. Shout out.
Yeah. Okay. I got one more question, and then we'll be good. There's a lot of you, but
I know that's hard. Right? It's hard to try to
It's
interview
okay.
10.
Yeah. Just if you guys want someone to take away like one thing from your music or your performances, like what is that thing? Like what do you want? I guess like what I'm asking is like why is it important for you to be a musician? Why do you like being a musician, and like what do you want people to like take away from your music?
Stay sober and love yourself. It's okay to be sober. You don't have to take substances to make it through life or to make yourself powerful. Everything you need is already in you. Fuck Big Pharma.
Yeah, so it's a lot of different things. I'll keep it short, but like, there's some artists that and I got this from Star actually. Like there's some artists that you listen to and they just kind of make you feel cool when you listen to them. You know what I mean? Um, so like you feel like you got like a swag to you or whatever. I like to replicate that and stuff, and also make music for people that are again shout out to Juice. If you're not feeling if you're in lower times or whatever, you're not feeling your best. Have something that you can resonate to. Just music that highlights all different emotions. And yeah, I got that from Umbra as well. So yeah.
Hell yeah. One thing that I personally like to represent in my music is change and also hope in our generation that we have things under control in the future. Um, I feel like music has a way of resonating messages in a more powerful way than any other medium of art can. And because of so, that's why I started doing this. It was to make people feel like they had a safe space, even when the world felt turbulent. Being able to hear that album or that project that you can return to and have like a good time. What the fuck? But to have like a good time or like a happy place to go back to. Yeah.
Okay.
My message to everyone out. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
Something's happening back.
Oh, see, that's there's some. They're beating up the alien over there. That's wild. Yeah.
Do it again. No.
Okay.
My message is be yourself, have fun, don't hurt people, and just remember if you don't make your own, you're a part of someone else's plan.
Art's transformative, right? Like, doesn't matter what you're trying to say or what you're wanting to do. When you make art, it reveals a little bit about yourself and the snapshot of time that you exist in right now, right? And that's what I want to do with my art, is just show people not just who I am, but what the world is like, and in doing so, try to shape what the world can be. You know what I mean?
I think a lot of people think that it's impossible to change the world for the better, and through music, trying to build a platform right now to make that, to disprove that, and to prove to other people that if you want to change the world for the better, even if you're just one guy, you can. One person, you can do that. You can make the world a better place. Don't let them tell you that it can't be changed.
My message is to stand in your power, be your most authentic self, no matter who doesn't like it, who doesn't whatever. Keep on elevating no matter what. Even in the darkest times, just keep on moving.
Yeah, I'd say the ultimate message is just like do you, because no one can be more you than you, and it's all therapeutic. And even before I got into making music, or we all got into it, it's like music. It's kind of like saved my life and has had a place for every emotion, every day-to-day feeling, whether I want to feel cool, whether I'm feeling down, happy, whatever. And to be able to do that for someone else, that's really what it's for. But at the end of the day, just do you.
Yeah, I feel like as artists, we kind of sacrifice ourselves in a way as far as our vulnerability, our personal dealings, the things we go through every day on the everyday struggle. I think it's very important for people to see that there's somebody that they can relate to and that they're not the only ones going through things. I believe it's important for us to show people on a larger scale that it's okay to talk about the vulnerable things, the real, not just the superficial, not the surface level. Music should be expression, but it should resonate on levels deeper than shopping or clout or what you hear on the radio. So for me, if somebody listens to my music, I want them to take away from it that they're not alone in this world. There's somebody that relates and sees them. Music's it's supposed to have a message. Back to hip hop, it's important that we started with a message and that we end with a message.
All right. I don't think I missed anyone, right? With that question. Yeah. Okay.
Great question.
Well, this was Space Goonz. Thank you guys for coming out. We loved your show. Always awesome. All right. Signing out.